Look how funny this stuffed omelette is. Hello everyone, welcome to another Enka's kitchen recipe. Do you want to make this delicious omelette pizza? Let's get started. The ingredients couldn't be simpler. We'll need 2 pounds of potatoes. Mine, as you can see, are from the Jurassic period, so 2 were enough. 8 eggs, 1 onion, about 1.5 cup of grated cheese for melting, ham, olive oil, and salt. Let's start by peeling the potatoes. And I can barely hold it with one hand. It is a little difficult. Cut the potatoes into uneven slices or however you normally cut them to make an omelette. And as you can see, I've made a good bowl of potatoes. Let's chop the onion into small pieces. Since I like my omelette quite thick, I'm going to add a nice whole onion. If you don't like onion in your omelette, you can add some spring garlic, which is also delicious. Once it's ready, saute the onion in hot oil. And when it becomes golden brown, add the potatoes. Add 2 or 3 pinches of salt. As you can see, there's a lot of potatoes. And mix until everything is sauteed. I'm going to cover the pan to create a steam and cook the potatoes with a little bit less of oil. While frying the potatoes, smash them just a little. And when they're done, remove them from the heat and set them aside. I already prepared the eggs and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. If you think it's too much salt for you, just add half a teaspoon or to your liking. But honestly, with so much egg and so many potatoes, I like it to be flavorful. And add the potatoes to the egg. As you can see, it's a normal potato omelette. Mix everything together and look at those potatoes that are a little bit more toasted. They're gonna give the omelette a delicious flavor. At home, we fight over who gets the most toasted part of the omelette. I've got my pan cleaned with hot oil and now we're just going to add half of the potatoes. And I'm going to help myself with a ladle because if I do it by hand, since we don't add all the mixture at once, sometimes I make a mess. Spread the mixture well and try to add only half. I got a little carried away and ended up with a bit too little in the second layer, although it wasn't noticeable at all. When the egg is already setting around the edges, let's add some magic. Place a layer of ham to your taste. And on top, a layer of grated cheese. You can also use sliced cheese. The important thing is that the cheese melts well. Place another layer of ham. And finish by covering it with the rest of the potato mixture. If you can see there, I was a little short on mixture, but I managed to fix it well in the end. Flip it over. I'm going to use the omelette pan, but you can also use a plate, of course, if possible. Make sure the plate is flat and a little larger than the pan. And voila! Arrange it properly and continue flipping and cooking the omelette. Once it's ready, make the last flip onto the plate you're going to serve. And I always try to show the nicest side of the omelette. And here it is, super appetizing and with a little gift inside. I'm going to cut you a little piece and my mouth is already watering. Look at this cheese lover's delight. What a feast! Look how the cheese falls. Of course, with the piece on top, it falls faster. Look how crazy. Just seeing all the cheese makes me happy. I'm going to try a little piece that I already cut. Although I'm having a little trouble, but I finally get it. Well, you can imagine how delicious it is. And I'm going to eat all this cheese because it's part of my portion. And here I leave you again with another recipe that, besides being fun, is gorgeous. As always, I hope you try it and like it as much as we do. See you next time. Bye!